Men's national championship here at the Laverne Gibson Championship course on a beautiful morning, Larry. 47 degrees, and for everyone who was here last year, they're just so excited that it's much warmer and absolutely no wind as we look at the 255 men ready to take the course.
They're in boxes based on their school, Lewis, spread across the starting line that's over 150 yards wide. The grass is about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. It's higher than last year, making for a softer landing, making it, the course, a little bit slower. Had a lot of rain coming into this meet, and 4 days ago it stopped raining. The course is still a little wet and soggy.
And so there's the gun. It's up. Flag is down there.
Crouch position. Here they go.
And a fair start in the men's cross-country national championships here in Terre Haute, Indiana. You see all the teams assembled there in the common jerseys, many with a common goal, trying to bring their team into the best position, scoring the least amount of points. As you look there, Stanford, Chris Derrick is just to the right there, number 622, right in the front, looking back and forth to see where his teammates are. But so many aspirations, so much hard work put into these national championship opportunities, both for the teams and the individuals. And Liberty's Sam Chalanga, number 300. You see him just to the left of your screen now, coming into the center. And what a battle we're expecting to have between Derrick of Stanford and Chalanga of Liberty University.
Lewis, there are 315 men's teams in Division I, and you have about 10% of them that qualify to come here for this event. And they have reached the 400-meter mark of this race in about 63 seconds across this grass and up a slight incline. So you get an idea of how fast the early pace is. About the first 700 meters of this race is very slightly uphill, and then they have a nice downhill drift as they begin to work their way towards the 1,000-meter mark. Wisconsin, always a strong powerhouse. Arkansas is well qualified for this event. And on the left-hand side, you see Arkansas spread out there a little bit. I'm surprised. Usually a team will start together, and at this point in the race, they're all kind of behind each other. The orange team in the middle right there, now moving back in the pack, that is Oklahoma State. They have a burnt orange color.
One of the favorites.
And Larry there just to the left of the screen, again moving right into the center. There is Sam Chalanga of Liberty University. He's got bib number 300 on right in the center of your screen. And remember last year, the incredible pace that he took this race out in. Right now, staying close with the rest of the field. Larry, as they get underway here on this course, let's take a look at the course map to see what they'll have to traverse to win a national championship.
10,000 meters, 6.2 miles, then they go down the straightaway of 700 meters, past the 1K mark, and there on the backside that you see, that's where the hills are. And the hills have the gray in them, the downhill slopes are the white, and they pass by the 5,000 meter mark, they'll come by the finish line again and repeat that course a second time. It's really a tough, long stretch all the way for the last 400 meters. The pain, I'm sure, is intense for all these athletes.
Well, one of the other elements that we enjoy watching at the cross-country national championships are the fans that are running across this course. There you see them with their flags going from spot to spot to be able to cheer on their favorite athlete, their favorite team, yell out the splits. It's all part of this cross-country weekend.
Last year, Lewis, 5,000 people paid $5 each to come in here, and 5,000 people got a workout.
They did. Well, speaking of a workout, Sam Chalanga there on the left of the screen in bib number 300. He's got the early lead, and right behind him, Chris Derrick, not far off the pace.
Quick pace, first 1,000 meters was covered in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. We'll get you the split for 2,000 meters and try and break that down to give you an idea of how fast their first mile is. Chalanga doing what he seems to do best. He loves a solid, fast pace.
And Daniel McNeil of Northern Arizona, he's in bib number 432. That's him tucked in right behind Chalanga. So McNeil looking good early on here in this 10,000 meter run. how this pace, this strategy plays out early, as Chilanga served as the rabbit last year to Oregon's Galen Rupp, who dropped him in the last 400 meters. Now Chilanga has really got to decide whether or not he wants to attack early like he did in 2008, or if he's going to kind of lay back there with Chris Derrick, who you can barely see the top of his head. They want to do that. Just going to depend how he's going to play this. It'll be interesting to watch.
You're right, Lewis. There he is. He's got him certainly in his sights out there. And I had long conversations with both Sam and his coach, Brant Kolsma, about the pace. Got a little conflicting messages there in that whole thing.
Well, you know, we talked to both of them, Chilanga and Derrick, about their thoughts on pacing early.
I'm not dedicated to going out super hard. I think most of my races this year I've gone out more conservative, stay very relaxed and close hard, and I feel pretty confident in my ability to run the last 3K. So I think I'm not going to try and change too much. We've been on a great roll, and I don't want to mess with it.
Last year, I think I went out a little bit too hard, and it was cold, and then I tightened up. So this year, I'm thinking of changing it.
Well, change things, we'll see. He has certainly gone out in a very solid pace. I talked to Sam a year ago. He said the same thing. He said, I'm going to try and hold back a bit. You get out there and the energy and the adrenaline's flowing, and he did not hold back. And this year he seems, I think, wanting to hold a steady pace to see if he can get away from Derrick. At the regionals, which was competed in right here, the pre-national regionals for men, it was Sam Chilanga and leading at the halfway point by about 12 seconds. And who was he leading over? Chris Derrick of Stanford. And Derrick ran him down in the latter stages of the race. And the man who has the great kick, I think, of the two is Derrick. So this fear going on with Chilanga, and one of the reasons why he's run so fast. 2,000-meter time, 5 minutes and 28 seconds. That first mile was covered, Lewis, roughly in about 4 minutes and 21 seconds on this fairly soft course. Very tough. By the way, when I have a second, congratulations to so many of these colleges which have set up parties and auditoriums and so forth so they can watch their college teams race here in Terre Haute for the national championship.
Separates himself. He's now toward that bottom end of the course.
And so look at the lead. Sam Chilanga of Liberty University has already established in this national championship run. That looks, Larry, to be a good 30-40 meters that he has on the field right now, as the rest of them now become into the picture. 255 runners in all, representing 31 universities from across the country here in Terre Haute for this national championship.
This is similar, Lewis, to what happened last year. Chilanga goes out, Galen Rupp sits back and watches him, stays back, and then moves up slowly but surely as the race progresses. The question is, can this man who last year on the track at the Cardinal Invitation, no less, at Stanford, set a national collegiate record at the 10,000-meter distance? He ran 27 minutes and 28 seconds, breaking that down. First 5 miles, he ran 4 minutes and 25 seconds, and then kicked in his last mile, 4:18. So this is an enormous talent, this young man who came out of Kenya and was helped by Paul Turgot, the world record holder in the marathon at one time. And he was training with his brother Joshua Chilanga, and he wanted to run. And his brother said, either you go to work or you come and train with us. When he came to America, he had never run a race on the track. All the success has come since he's been here at university in the United States.
So Liberty University, Sam Chilanga with the fans wrapped around this course, continues the early lead in these cross-country national championships. They'll continue. We'll step aside and return to Terre Haute in just a moment. But right now, the focus and attention is on what Sam Chilanga of Liberty University is doing, and what do we have for splits?
8 minutes and 40 seconds by the 3-kilometer mark, and the translation there about a 9:15 2-mile. They passed 4K and 11:11. Here's some great splits. Thank goodness for computers. Look at this, Lewis. BYU, a surprise leader up there. Eddie Eyestone's group doing well. Coach Eyestone and Ben